Hey guys, Eli again. Today I'm going to show you how to do scars using tacky glue. Scars can be really complicated, especially if you want them to look like they're healed. I find doing gory scars is actually a lot easier, but since this is going to be a healed scar, I'm going to show you the steps that I take to do that. Okay, so first we're going to spray with the testers. I put on a rather thick coat. You can do a bunch of small coats if you want, but I start out with one thick coat of testers dull coat. You're going to want that to dry until you go on to your next step. Okay, so since his wings are kind of around his shoulder blades, you're going to take a white colored white watercolor pencil, and you're just going to do basic outlining. See how it's really light and it doesn't really show up? That's good. That's what you want. You just want something there as a guideline of where you're going to put the glue.
Preview.
Okay. So next, you're going to take your, can you see it? Tacky glue, quick dry tacky glue. And hopefully mine's not messed up because, well, it always would be. Okay. So now you're just going to spread the tacky glue onto the back. Try to get it relatively thick. Okay, now, the reason that we're using quick dry tacky glue is because you want this to dry a little bit. So you're going to give it about 5-10 minutes to dry.
Okay.
While it's drying, you're going to want to kind of use your barbecue skewer, toothpick, or whatever tool this is. I really wish I knew what this was called because this is actually kind of awesome. And you're just going to pull the glue outwards to kind of give it that raised look. And I'm just going to kind of... I'm sorry, you can hear my birds in the background and they're like really obnoxious. Take your time. The glue's not going to dry that quickly.
Preview. Preview.
Also, from going out, you could also go in. You know, just kind of have fun with it a little, you know, don't freak out because this is not... And then if you have extra glue on here, you can just, you know, put it on the paper towel.
Preview.
Okay, so you see how the glue is starting to get a little bit more tacky, it's staying in place more? This is when you're going to start lifting up glue, putting glue back.
Preview. Preview.
Okay, so basically, you're just gonna want to feel around, see how smooth it is. I put about 5 coats of testers on top of this, so it has a nice toothy texture. Next thing you're gonna do is what I call contouring the scars. So what I did is I take a light brown pencil and I just kind of go in and draw very lightly where the darker spots are going to be.
Preview. Preview.
So after you're done with that, you're gonna spray again. Very light. Okay, so you have these very light lines. As the testers dries, it kind of lightens up the color. So we're gonna blush these contoured lines now. I'm using a reddish brown pastel. We're gonna take our tiny brush and we're just gonna kind of go over these crevices a little bit more.
Preview. Preview.
Okay, and then after that, you're gonna spray again. Okay, so next we're gonna make our base for the highlights. You're gonna want a lot of white because scars don't really have pigment. That's what Greg just said, which was. And what you're gonna do with this is you're gonna kind of do trials on the scar to see which tone you like best. So right now, I'm just gonna go in here and just do some dabs. You see, this is way too white for me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of pink, just a little, if this works. Yeah, see, I like this a lot more. So you're just gonna kind of go into little
Preview. Preview.
Okay, and then you're just gonna let that dry. Go over any spots that you see are a little thick. Okay, so this is the final product. It's been sealed. It's up to you whether or not you want to put a matte varnish on over it, or if you just want to leave it as it is. I normally leave it as it is because it's easier to take off without the varnish. But yeah, this is pretty much the scar. It's raised to the touch, and I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so that was my video. I hope you liked it. I hope it's helpful. Like, subscribe, Ball Jointed Dolls for Beginners. Join us on Facebook.